everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Go On, I'm Listening. I am your host, Taty, and today I'm literally a little bit too excited for this episode because it is someone here that I haven't seen for almost 11 or 12 years, and it is my friend, Scrappy!
What's up, everybody?
Yo, Scrappy, first of all, I have to tell them, okay, my very first job was at McDonald's, and I actually met Scrappy there. This was in the year, what,
2013.
2013, I haven't seen Scrappy since 2013, so we can start with that. Like, that is crazy long. How have you been, Scrappy?
I've been good. I'm alive. I'm breathing.
Yo, I love
that was actually my first job, too, so.
Oh, my God. Both of our first jobs was at McDonald's.
That was my first real job.
Okay. Yes, your first W-2. I love it. I love that for you. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you've been up to, because it's been a long 10 years. So what's been up?
I'm just me. Like, I don't have no specific title or anything besides like writer. I have my own website. Wow. I do journalism. You know, just culture. Everything culture for real.
I love that.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, I'm not gonna overdo it with myself, but at the core of everything, I am a writer.
Nice.
For sure.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about your writing journey. Like, what was it like for you when you first put your pen to the paper and was like, wow, this is good?
I mean, really, it started when I was younger. Like, I was in school, and then the teachers would be like, "Oh, you wrote this?"
Oh.
I'd be like, "Damn, you don't think I can write this?" I mean, you feel me? I thought it was normal to put the pen to the paper and, you know, express yourself, but you know, when I do it, it touched people, and I realized that from like a young age.
Wow.
But getting into writing, I give a credit to my mom for real, because really, like, I wouldn't know how to spell half the words. I wouldn't know half these words if she didn't.
Gosh.
She really put the closed captioning on like all the shows we would watch.
Got it. Them subtitles helped.
Them subtitles help for sure. So I'd be looking at the subtitles like, damn, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? So yeah, I say that's where it started for real.
Wow. So it kind of helped you also to expand your vocabulary because you're being exposed to words that you usually probably wouldn't hear or see if you weren't watching TV. But it's kind of like you were watching the script. See, that's what I love about the whole writing like process and the journalism and everything is I love also having the subtitles on too, because it's like
I still keep them on to this day.
Yeah, right. Me too. I actually need them because I'm like, what did they say?
I'd be drifting off during the show if I don't got the subtitles. I'd be like, damn, what the fuck are they talking about?
Right. That's the only thing that keeps me like really engaged. And of course, if it's some eye candy, but you know, yeah, that's so awesome. though. I really love that for you. So what is something that you've written that you're really proud of?
Something that I've written that I'm really proud of. In high school, I was the you know, chief of staff, whatever they want to call it for the you know, the journalism class.
Not the PT. Oh, okay. Wait.
So every time somebody wrote an article in our journalism class, I had to be the one to like
proofread it.
Okay, before we get to the teacher type shit.
Okay, look at you.
One time I wrote an article. It was called JFK Jail for Kids. I went to Kennedy High School.
Okay, yes, Kennedy.
So basically it was like a expose of like the school and like all the negative shit that was surrounding like everything's going on. Okay. So I mean, you can kind of you know, figure out how that went.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about how it went, though.
Okay, I wrote an article. So I'm basically digging into school as like, okay, y'all, security is lazy. We don't got no fucking windows.
Oh my God!
Yeah, hella shit. I'm like, we don't got no funding for nothing. So I'm writing all this shit. So as soon as I write it, you know, send it to the teacher.
Yeah.
He instantly he have a talk with me. He's like, are you sure you want to
put this out there?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this is how I feel. I'm like, it's nothing that's really not true.
Right.
So he giving me the eye like, okay, it might be some consequences behind this.
Oh my God.
So I promise you, we did that article. So of course it starts to circulate between the teachers at the school.
Because they also messy, the teachers.
This is the first time I'm telling this story publicly too. So.
Oh my God.
I go like a week later after the article was written, I go talk to the principal. She's like, so what's going on? I'm like, shit, what's going on?
Right, what's that? Like, you called me back here. What you want? Like, what?
So basically, she was like, okay, well, since this is already published, we're not gonna like take it down.
Right.
That's what she told me initially. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't see why you would take it down anyway.
Yeah.
But,
she still didn't tell you why at this point.
Yeah.
Like, what was happening? She just was coming to you being like, yo, like.
So she was like, is there anything like else you need to like tell me or something? Yeah. So I'm like, I'm trying to gauge the conversation too. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? So she told me that whole little spiel or whatever. So that was a Friday maybe. I come back to school Monday. The article.
It's gone.
Disappeared. So now it's only like lore between the teachers.
Oh.
But a good thing that happened from that, the year after I graduated, they did get funded.
Okay, so, that's good.
So yeah.
Look at that. You were spreading awareness with your article.
For sure. So basically, it got to the superintendent and like all the shit, like Contra Costa. Yeah, it was a
so
whole
it got
thing.
Deep, yeah.
It got real deep. Like,
what were did you experience any consequences?
I didn't have no consequences besides like the piece being like ripped from the actual newspaper.
Okay, got it.
But I feel like I look at it as a win because on one hand, I didn't know that I can put words on the paper and it be that powerful. And then two, they end up actually like getting funding after, we left. Right. So I can't be too mad about that.
Right. Like bringing awareness.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was cool.
Man, that's so dope. And I love that you had that experience too, even though it was negative at the time where it was kind of like.
I was blowed. I didn't want to write another piece about nothing.
Of course. So after that journey started and ended, what was it like for you getting back into the groove of actually writing things no matter what the consequences of what you wrote were?
Well, I went to that was when I graduated. So that was my senior year. So after I graduated, I went to college, HBCU. Okay. And
yeah, congratulations on that.
I didn't graduate. I dropped out.
Okay, no problem.
It was a great experience, but I dropped out.
Okay.
So
well, you made a little farce.
After I graduated, I went to the HBCU, and then my major was journalism.
Got it.
So I enjoyed it out there. Like I was in Oklahoma, so it wasn't too much to write about that I was interested in. Like I was writing about bugs on campus and shit.
Oh, cute.
So it's like whatever.
Right, like I don't really care about it yet.
So, but honestly, the reason I dropped out was because it was the experience out there was an experience that, I was having out here. Like I was coming of age, trying to figure myself out with no money. So I'm like, damn, if I'm across the states trying to figure it out with no money, I'm still hustling like in college in Oklahoma. Like I can do that and I can do that back at home and, make more money.
Right, and be in the comfort of people that I know and love me too and will support me if they really need to, Wow.
So, but I say that to say that was one of the reasons I came back too, but one of the reasons I stopped on my journalism journey for so long is because really I had came to like the realization, like, do I really want to be an investigative journalist? Because you work so closely like with people in their lives and their business and like me personally, like I'm gonna get to the bottom of something and I don't know if you really want that.
Right. Do you know?
So I just knew the power of myself and how I investigate, and if I put it on paper, you're gonna be like, damn, this nigga a fucking snitch.
Oh God.
So, like, damn.
Okay, that's so fair.
Yeah, that's what kind of like deterred my journey in the beginning.
Okay, those thoughts are so fair to have, and I can totally understand like why you would kind of make me like, okay, I don't know if this is really the avenue that I want to go down for sure. But speaking of being kind of nosy, getting into people's business and actually kind of like, tapping into things that we're probably not supposed to see in a relationship with someone, obviously a source of communication is the phone. Yeah. Are you going through your partner's phones?
I have before, but I will never again. I have before, and I felt like a bitch ass nigga when I did it. So, but I would never do that shit again.
Okay, tell me why you went through it, and then tell me like what you found.
Okay, why I went through it? I don't know why I went through it, honestly. Like, it's just hella funny because you already know, like, as a human, like, sometimes you just get that itch. You be like,
you be
like, what the fuck?
And something going on.
Yeah, you be like, damn. Like, okay, her phone open. Let me just see what's going on. Let me see if I'm tripping or not.
Oh my God.
And you never be tripping. But I don't recommend it because once you have that itch to look through somebody's phone, like that's your spirit telling you like something's wrong, and they letting you know like if you go look at that phone, you're gonna find it.
You're gonna find it. Yeah,
you're gonna find it.
Definitely, it's gonna take you exactly where you're supposed to be.
But no, I do not agree with that going through phones. I think it's an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I think it's a form of self-sabotaging.
Expand a little bit on that.
I feel like if you're looking for something, you have an inkling that something is happening, so you're going into that, with bad intentions. I
agree. And I definitely think that you're going into that trying to prove yourself right. Because it's like, no, I have to find something, and you're not going to stop.
Exactly.
So if you don't find something that first time, it's like, okay, I'll give it a little time to marinate. Something going to come up. And then you send yourself.
And then that's a crazy cycle you fall into.
Oh my God, on accident too, because you don't even realize that you lost control. I swear, because it's like you lost control after a while. And it's like, all right, I don't even know how to stop.
Exactly.
And I do agree that it is a sense of self-sabotage because you just drive yourself crazy and you can't control anything that happens. But why did you go through her phone anyway?
Okay, so she was in the shower. I just had the itch. I'm like, damn, her phone is right there. I'm like, let me just see. Let me just see if I'm right.
So she left it open in front of you, so she trusted you.
I don't think it was purposely done.
Oh my God.
I don't think it was an accident.
It's like hurting my chest because it's happened to me before, and I'm like realizing that it's happened
Somebody
to me.
went to your phone?
Like right now. Like everything that you're saying, like,
okay,
oh my
so
God.
I went through her phone. She was in the shower, whatever. So I'm looking. It wasn't even nothing extreme, honestly. I think the nigga just texted her like, "What you doing?" or whatever, but it was like an unsaved number.
Okay.
So I'm like, "What you doing? Like, what the fuck? What you mean? What you doing?"
Why do you care?
So it wasn't. I promise you, it wasn't even nothing like hella extreme, but it was just the fact that like, oh yeah, this what you doing?
Right.
So by the time she got out the shower, I had my shit packed. I'm ready to go.
My God.
I'm ready to go.
React after what you found.
Yeah, I was not keeping it player. I'm not gonna lie.
My God.
I'm like, I'm out of here. She's like, what you mean you out of here? I'm like, I'm gone. I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, you texting other niggas and shit. Like, I'm gone. I'm out of here. So she's shocked. Like how anybody would be like if they got out the shower to that.
Like, what?
Like, you think
where are you going?
You think you finna lay down, watch some TV, relax and shit, and my bags is packed. So
you took too long in the shower. Oh
so
my God.
I pack my bags, whatever. I get on the BART and I come back to.
What in the world?
Yeah, I come back to my mom's house and I was just like, yeah. But I think we figured it out like next couple days.
So did you tell, like, what was that conversation like?
What?
When you told her why you left? Did you tell her that you went through her phone? And did you tell them, like, hey, I went through your phone and this is what I found?
Yeah, I for sure told her.
I would never tell. I'm sorry, I'm never telling. Yeah, I would never. I would never admit it. I would never tell. I don't care.
In hindsight, I probably could have just looked and seen it and not said nothing, but I was young.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I feel like now I would never tell because I know looking in the phone.
So you still looking?
No, I'm not looking currently.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you still looking at them motherfuckers.
I feel like the only reason why I would look is because I'm okay with what I find. But the reason why I don't look is because I'm not okay with what I would find. Mm-hmm. So I'm just not going to look because I'm scared that, and I know myself, I know I'm going to do whatever to prove myself right because I'm never wrong in my head. So,
Scorpio. That's all that is.
Yeah, you very much know. So have you got your phone looked through before?
Of course.
Oh my God, what was that like for you?
I mean...
Did she tell you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a specific situation.
How can you tell when someone's been through your phone?
I don't think my phone ever got looked in like when I was, not aware of it.
Okay.
But I have been asked to like, oh, let me go through your phone. And I'm the type of person, like, if you want to go through my phone, I'm going to look at, like, what you're going through. Like, we're going to look at it together.
Yeah, of course.
And that made her so mad. But yeah, I got my phone.
Yeah, because it's still my phone. Like,
I got my phone looked through before, but when I was...
Like, in secret?
Not in secret, no.
Okay,
no.
Or maybe you just didn't know.
Because I'm the type of person, like, you're not going to have my password.
Okay.
Like, fair. I have nothing to hide, but still.
So if they're like, hey, let me see your phone real quick, and it's locked, and they're like, what's the code? You'd be like, let me do it? You'd be like, let me put my face ID.
I mean, it depends on the person. Like, it depends on the type of relationship we got. Like, if you're the type of person that give me your phone, like, no matter what, blah, 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 like, okay, we're on the same hype. I give you my phone.
Okay.
But, yeah, I still want to know, like, what you're looking for. Like, are you looking for something to be mad at, or do you really need it?
Or do you really need it? No, that's real. That's real.
But now I'm at this point in my life, like I'm honest with anybody I deal with. So it's just like anything you see in my shit is not gonna be no shock to you.
Oh wow, okay. That's fair. And I think that's the way it should be. Like you should definitely let someone know what they're getting themselves into.
For sure. I feel like once you start lying and doing all that sneaky shit, it's just like, what the fuck are we really doing?
Yeah, for real, for real.
But yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair, 100%. Dang, I feel like you going through someone's phone is a sense of insecurity.
It is.
Absolutely. Because it's like, that's such like you said, an invasion of privacy. I can't. Having my privacy invaded. It's not even my privacy. It's the people who confide in me. So like, I have to take that into consideration.
That too, because
you
don't know what the fuck me and my partners be talking about.
Exactly, and then we could be talking about you. Now your feelings really hurt, and it's not even you wasn't supposed to see that. It was just combos that we have. But then
I can be texting my partner like, damn, this bitch is really retarded. Like your feelings gonna be hurt if you see that shit. Like this bitch is a fucking nutcase, bro. Like I'm trying to. Oh my god, I'm trying to get out.
I need to go.
You're gonna be hot if you see that, but you're not gonna understand. Like, okay, I said that in a moment to my partner,
of course,
out of anger or because we just got into it type shit. So you feel me? Like,
and
I don't mean that.
And women are emotional, so we're not even gonna think anything. And y'all are messy and crazy and very mean about us behind our back sometimes.
I'm for sure. I wouldn't say I'm messy. People like to call me messy, but
Why do people like to call you messy?
Because it's human nature to talk about other people's business. But when I talk about other people's business, I mean, I can say it in public as well, because like, unless it's a secret, like I don't feel like it's messy talking about something that's public knowledge.
Give me an example.
Okay, so if somebody is getting exposed on Twitter, just for example, if somebody's getting exposed on Twitter and everybody's talking about, oh, such and such just gave such and such, and I'll be like, damn.
Oh, okay, so you put your 2 cents in.
Not even, because I don't even put my 2 cents in all the time. But if somebody asks me like what's going on, I'll be like, oh yeah, well, such and such just gave such and such. But I'm like, it's public knowledge. I'm not telling nothing nobody confided to me to.
Got it.
Like I'm not
private.
I'm not telling nobody secrets. So yeah, I'm an instigator though. I will take that title. I'm an instigator, because I don't like people being messy and then I don't like I'm an instigator because I don't like people being messy behind the scenes, and then when somebody press them, now you're scared. Now you ain't got nothing to say, and now you don't like being messy. Now everybody messy, but you like no. Everybody talking about everybody's business, so that's what it is.
It's so funny how round up you're getting.
I am, because people think like that's like a dig towards me, like calling me messy and shit, but it's not. Yeah. I'm upfront. Like I can talk about anything. Like I'm at peace with everything. I can talk about anything.
Got it. Okay. And people aren't ready to talk about anything because they haven't dealt with that side of themselves yet. So when you're confronted with that, of course it's going to be conflict, because this is foreign grounds to you.
For sure. For sure. That's exactly how I feel.
Wow, I love that for you, but I hate that they call you messy, because that's so messed up. That's not a good
It's not. To have, it's not. Right? But I mean,
it is what it is, huh?
It's not what they call you. It's what you answer to.
Oh. Heard you. Yeah, you're so right about that. Can you give me like the craziest dating story you've ever had? I'm living through you in your Twitter, because you're always tweeting the best things online, and I'm like, oh my gosh, every time you disappear on Twitter, I'm like, I'm about to just leave, because like it's boring.
I got so fucking many. I wrote this one story on my website. I met this girl on Snapchat. The story on my website is called the cokehead in the car.
Oh my god.
So I met this girl on Snapchat, whatever. She's like, I posted like a Snapchat in Oakland or something. She's like, oh, you from Oakland? I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I'm from Richmond. I'm like, hell no. So from there, she's like, I'm like, where you from? She's like, oh, I'm from Sac, blah, blah, blah. So the weekend that was coming up was Valentine's Day weekend. So I'm like, what you doing this weekend? Like, you booed up for Valentine's Day or what? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So she like, nah. So I'm like, what's up? I'm like, I'm trying to see you type shit.
Yeah.
So she drives from Sac to Richmond to come get me. Because I don't think I had a car then. And what's so funny about that is like, women are crazy because y'all have all these standards until y'all get into a nigga face, but you know that's a different.
No, you can't open up that can of worms and close it back. Worms are out. We gotta bring it back in. What are you talking about?
Let me finish the story. We'll come back to that. So she comes to Richmond from Sac to come get me or whatever. Blah blah blah. She takes me back to Sac to her joint. So she's an Asian girl. So you know I walk in, it's hella like Buddha statues and shit. I'm like.
Wait a minute, she picked you up from Sac. Okay,
she drove to Richmond from Sac.
To Richmond to take you back to Sac to her house?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely going to come back to that standards thing, but so now you at her house.
So we at her house.
Hella Buddha stuff
it's hella
everywhere.
Buddha shit, hella Asian shit. So I'm like, damn, I know her parents is not fucking with me being in her joint.
And you walked up. Yeah, no.
So you feel me? It's a vibe. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's always a vibe with me, but it was a vibe for sure.
Yeah.
So, long story short, that was the first time I ever did fucking Xanax, and it's just so crazy. Like damn, I didn't let the bitch influence me to do some fucking Xanax, so now I'm hella high, sleepy off Xanax, having sex with this fucking stranger. So, you know, we do that.
Who brought you to her house from the other side of town?
You said what?
She brought you to her house from the other side of town?
From the other side of the fucking world.
And just high in her bed.
Sac in the bed.
Like, that's around you.
That's an hour and 30-minute drive, so she was determined, so.
Wow, she loves it.
We do that. We do Xans, we fuck, we do all the shit or whatever. So this turns, I'm thinking this is a one night thing. This turns into a whole weekend thing. So the next day, we fucking around, whatever. We go to my partner's house. We still doing Xans, you know, all the shit. You know, I think we spent the night at his house in Vallejo that night.
Oh my God.
So the next day is Sunday. So this is like Friday, Saturday. So Sunday is the next day.
Yeah,
so Sunday comes, we're driving back. So I don't think I did no Xanax that day, but you know, I still had like the residual effects of it.
Okay.
So we get to Richmond.
Still in your system.
Yeah, we get to Richmond. You know, I'm high side and trying to show her like, yeah, I'm really from Richmond, blah blah blah. So I go pick up one of my partners, whatever.
Right.
We in the whip with her. My partner in the back, she in the passenger seat. we get to the street. We get to 15th. I see some of my other partners that I know.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm high side and I'm like,
I'm in the streets.
I'm in the district. So I'm doing all that. I'm looking back. Boom.
Oh
we crash, but
oh my God.
Bro, we crashed into a parked car. So you know, I'm like, ooh, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd.
My God.
So boom, we crashed into the parked car. I keep it lit. I'm like, hold on. So I keep it lit. I drive around the corner to the other part of the house.
That's so crazy, bro. And so let's go out of here.
So we got the car, whatever.
What kind of car were you driving? I'm sorry.
I think it was like a Honda or something.
Oh my God.
That had to be like.
Was the lip of the car heck long? So it wasn't like. Because if you backing up and going to your partner's house.
Yeah, it
the
was.
The lip had to be okay.
No, that shit was.
It was messed up.
It was fucked up. Like I felt so bad. So we get to my partner's house, whatever. We got the car. We look at the damage. Like the whole fucking bumper is off. Like the shit is smashed in. So I'm like, I'm a super nerd for this. So,
yo, this is.
So she started flipping out. She get on the phone, I guess with her insurance or whatever. So she started flipping out over there. I'll never forget one of my partner's mom. She started talking to me. She like, she's so shady too. She like, she like, does she know your real name? Does she know where you live? I'm like, nah, she don't. She's like, okay, good. She's like, don't give her none of that information. I'm like, shit, all right.
Oh my God.
I come from over there. I take my other partner that we had picked up to his house. So we're just sitting outside of his house looking at the car or whatever. He go back in. It's just me and her. So she's flipping out. She's like, damn. She's like, you really just wrecked my car. Blah, blah, blah.
God.
I'm like, my bad. I'm like,
sorry.
I'm like, I got you. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I got you. This when I was still, you feel me, working a regular job.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I get paid, like I got you. Like I ain't gonna do you like that.
When I get paid, yeah.
So she calmed down. We started hugging and shit. We started kissing and shit.
Yeah.
She like, this one I knew. She tell me, she said, I'm not even tripping off that car. She's like, if you just take a selfie with me and show me that you really mine, she was like, I don't even care if you pay for that shit.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's it? I'm like, that's it? A selfie?
Like, what?
I mean, that motherfucker posing too.
No.
So.
No, you did not.
So we take the selfie or whatever. I'm thinking everything good. She drive back to Sac, fucked up bumper, all the shit.
Oh my God.
I go
and she still gotta drive home.
So the next day, I don't know. I think I was busy the next day. I probably had work or something, so I'm not texting her back as fast or whatever. And I'm kind of thrown off too, cause like you do coke and then you lost your ID in your bank card. Like that's kind of irresponsible.
But you just crashed your car.
I did. So she was probably, in hindsight, she was probably stressed out. But
yeah, just I need to relieve some stress.
So the next
car's
day,
gone.
Exactly. So the next day, she's still texting me. So now the energy changed. She's like, oh, you don't fuck with me. You must be with a bitch or something. She's like, you just crashed my car, you dumbass nigga. Like, she called me dumbass nigga. She's Asian.
And she's foreign, Asian. Right? Oh my God.
So I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Who the fuck are you talking to? So I'm like, you tripping. Blocked.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
you're blocked. I swear to God, God can strike me down right now. She called me every morning for 3 months straight, like from a different text now number. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh. I'll be trying to get a hold of you too. Like, first of all, you got me so messed up.
But it was just like I didn't have no problem like, righting my wrong and, giving her money for the car crash or nothing. Okay. But it's like you're worrying about the wrong. No, I didn't.
Like you didn't have no problem with doing it, you just didn't do it. Got it. So, right. You took a selfie as your payment.
So she went back on her word. So after that, we still like met up again after that, but like she was still not in the best like mental capacity.
Well, yeah. Wait, you met up again after she? Wait. So
yeah, after she stalked
of her texting you
after
every
she stalked
day.
me for 3 months and all that. Like one day I got bored honestly, and I was just like, let me see what she's talking about.
Right.
So she pulled up on me. We smoked and everything. Like we didn't do nothing but just smoke whatever. Yeah. So we're leaving out these apartments or whatever in Richmond. Some dangerous ass apartments too.
Apartments in Richmond?
Yes, around that time it was very dangerous. So she,
oh my gosh,
bro, she fall asleep
at the wheel.
At the wheel.
No, next to the dangerous apartments in Richmond.
Yes, in the entrance of the dangerous apartments. Like we're leaving out. Like we coming out, and she's nodding off because she's waiting for cars to pass, but she just starts to nod off, and I see she sleep. So I'm like, wake up, bitch. Yeah. Like, what you doing?
Right.
So boom, I wake her up. So when you wake up people out, they like drug naps and shit. Like that's terrible. Yeah. So we start arguing. We're arguing like all the way back to my mom's house and shit. So when we get to my mom's house, we're arguing bad. Like she's trying to get out the car and follow me like to the door of my mom's house.
Oh my God.
So I was just like, I can't do this no more. Like it's a wrap.
Dang.
So I mean, I don't really like to tell that story because I feel like I was kind of the bad guy in that.
What do you mean, kinda?
I mean,
you definitely drove her crazy.
Yeah.
And
that's why you need to
ghosted her and then came back and was like, I'm done with you because you woke me up from a nap that I needed. I was trying to sleep off the drugs. You woke me up. Now we're arguing because you're just trying to leave me and never talk to me again. Yeah, but I'm going crazy.
Now we can go back to the standards.
Okay, let's go back to that because now that you say that, I can't believe she would try to just want a picture with you instead of anything else.
My thought process on people's standards, I feel like people have like a bunch of internet standards that don't apply in real life.
So what are internet standards? And
internet standards is like, oh, a nigga gotta cater to me, he gotta pay my bills, he gotta he gotta do this, that, and the third. But it's like, no. Y'all be accepting the bare minimum because
definitely do.
I've been a bare minimum boy and got the most out of some people. So I mean, I don't know.
But the people that you've got the most out of, how did you know that you were able to do that?
I mean, I'm not a manipulator though, so I'm always honest with people.
Okay.
So I think the type of person that I attract, likes honesty and appreciates honesty.
I can definitely see how that can come about. I do believe that there are two types of people when it comes to honesty. I believe it's people who are willing to accept honesty and people who believe honesty. because I feel like
that's a good one.
You can tell me the truth all day long, and it's like, oh, thanks for being honest. Now I still want to give you the highest thing I could give you, which is, part of me. But there's also people who accept the truth, and it's like, okay, I see what you own. I'm good.
Yeah, and
how are you able to identify those two in the women?
I know for sure how to identify it, because if I tell you the truth, and after I tell you the truth, like, it's a shift in our dynamic, or the vibe is kind of like off after I tell you the truth. Okay. Like, I know, like, okay, you're not a person that can really handle the truth, but that don't mean I'm gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna tell you nothing. I'm just not gonna tell you nothing.
So you don't feel like that's a form of manipulation, because you're still trying to like get what you want, even though you're not gonna tell them anything, because you're still in that feelings.
Honestly, I've been in so many situations where I've told people from like the start, like, I don't think this is gonna work out, because I'm this type of way, and I can tell that you're this type of way. So I don't think, down the line it's gonna be something that's gonna be conducive. So then why do you stay? I mean, shit. Like, because I mean, if you you're saying, if you offer me, I don't think this is gonna work. If you offering me a fucking, because you can get. I'll use this example. If you offering me a lamb chop, meal, I don't really like lamb chops, but if you offering it to me for free, and you got the sides, and you got me a drink on the side, it's just like, damn, okay, like, I'll entertain it. I'll see what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. But I've already, told you that I don't think it's going to be what you think it's going to be. Got it. So you're saying that you can't react the way... That's manipulation, because... It's not, though, because if you're honest with somebody from the start, like, okay, like, I don't think our relationship is going to be what you think our relationship is going to be. Like, I don't... But then what do you think that says about you? Because you're still willing to accept what you don't like. It's not that I don't... It's not that I don't like it, because... I don't go into every relationship, feeling like this is the, what is it, end all be all. Got it. I don't go into every. Yeah, I don't go into every relationship like that. Like, some people are meant to come around to teach you shit. Some people are coming around, like, for you to have that connection. It's like, everything don't have to be romantic to me. Like, I'm not that type. I'm not that type of person. Like, if I, take some liking to the opposite gender, like, it doesn't have to be romantic all the time. Like, we can be friends. It can be platonic. So, my contribution to any relationship is me being honest, like, from the start. Okay, yeah, that's fair. With you being kind of a public figure on Twitter, because a lot of people Don't say that. Don't say that. Well, a lot of people love your tweets, and your tweets have impact. How do you feel about, not your title, but how do you feel about just the Twitter world, or X now? Honestly, with Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, I'll never call it X. I would never call it X either. I can't. I'll never call it by a slave name. I gotta call it by the original. But with that shit, for me, it's a tool. Like, for me, I noticed, like, a long time ago, because I've been on there since 2011. Yeah. So I seen like all the changes that it did, but I really use it as a tool to raise awareness. Wow. Like, it's a good tool to raise awareness. But, as time progressed, like, I didn't know my opinion mattered until I seen that my opinion mattered. Yeah. What was that moment like for you? Like, when did you realize, okay, I can't just be tweeting anything? Or you still do kind of be... I still do, just tweet whatever, I kind of pull it back sometimes. The first time I went viral, though, was... I think it was Juneteenth, actually, like 2020 or something. Oh my God. Like, I always had like likes and stuff before, but like 2020, that's when I went viral, because I tweeted, they had Juneteenth celebration at the lake, and I was like, damn, I'm like, it was hella people at the lake for Juneteenth. Like, I even seen one of my abortion baby mamas there. Oh my God! That's a thing, abortion baby mamas? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my God. I've never heard of that. Abortion baby mamas, abortion baby daddies. Like, oh my God, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's the ghetto side of the world. But yeah, you know the vibes. Oh my God. But yeah, Twitter cool though. Like, I fuck with it when it's advantageous to something that I'm trying to put out there to raise awareness. That's fair. Like, everybody think like I just enjoy trolling people so much, but it's really trolling. Like, a good troll is a great like marketer. You're right. You're onto something. You're right about that.
I feel like Twitter is the only app that I cannot go viral on. I'm like, why do people not like my thoughts? I thought they were good enough. So
I mean, that's how I feel on Instagram, because nobody ever liked my pictures. I'm like, damn.
You are such a liar. Why did you just lie to me?
I ain't been on Instagram so long. Like,
I don't even like
I literally got back. I just got back on Instagram. I ain't been on Instagram in like 5 years.
Wow. Why did you leave? Because no one liked your pictures?
No, that was part of it. That was part of it. But really, I'm not a fan of like the black screens and, you know, people expressing their thoughts on like the black screens.
Like when you put your camera on something.
Yeah, I don't like them stories, and I don't like all the politics within like, you know, different cities. Like I don't like that internet shit like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, that's so crazy. I feel like there's a whole different world out there because I never get any of that stuff.
You lucky. That's probably me too. I probably need to follow better people. Or be a better person so I can attract
your followers are gonna be like, hey.
Exactly.
What I do? I feel like Twitter, that's the only app I want to go viral on so bad. Because I feel like people would just be like, you know.
You're gonna go viral after this, I promise.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
You're gonna go viral after this.
Why you say that? Because you're gonna hook it up.
I'm gonna pull some screens. I'm gonna pull
some bots? Oh, yeah, bots, because I've been looking for some like a bot plug, like a bot booster or something. Oh my God.
Streams up, man.
Heck yeah. Speaking of Twitter, I was peeking into one of your spaces that you were in the other day because I'm so nosy and I've never really used like Twitter spaces before.
I'm nosy as fuck.
You nosy?
Hell yeah.
You be going through, back before likes were taken away, did you used to go through people's likes?
Sure.
What did you, oh my God,
sure.
You did?
Yes, I'm not even gonna draw this to you. Like I'm really the type of person like, if I find any type of interest in you, like any type of way, it can be, you know, positive or negative. Like I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna do my homework. Like you're never gonna know more about me than I know about you, and that's how I move through life.
Oh my God, what? That's crazy. So do you feel like you do that about your friends too?
Yeah.
You be going through your friends' likes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the most important. I gotta see what type of people I got around me.
No, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Okay, what about the girl that you like? Obviously, you go through her likes too. What are you looking for in her likes?
I'm looking at all the niggas' pictures that you like. Thank
God that's private now. Oh Lord.
No, I'm really looking because Twitter to me is just like it's everybody's like subconscious thoughts like
diary
put onto like a platform. So if I'm going through your likes, I'm looking at the shit that, you know, you find funny, you think you connect with, like shit that you know actually like want. So I'm just trying to get like a scope of like type of person you are. Got it,
of who you are. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I can agree with that too, because when I was looking through likes, I just want to see what comes up on your TL, first of all, and what you want to see more of, because that's what likes are. It's like, for sure, give me more of this. So okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I do think that's borderline stalking though, and it is. And I feel like our generation has kind of normalized that. Stalking? So, yes. We have definitely normalized stalking. I don't fuck with it like that. Like I'll do my research, but like trying to, you know, gauge somebody's location. Like I would never share my location with nobody, and I don't, you know. Like your friends and stuff? Nobody. What? Nobody. Can I ask why? I mean, it's just the way I grew up. I don't trust nobody enough to have my location, because I feel like if I make you mad enough, like, okay, you got my location, now what? Because I'm like trying to think, like, so many people have my location. Really? Yeah. And I'm like, I low-key want to get out of that, because I don't look at it. I don't give a damn where y'all at. Like, you know what? You need to know where I'm at. And I feel like it's, in a sense, putting a tracker on me low-key. It's like, oh yeah, I saw you went to... It's that stalker mentality. They're trying to normalize it. Okay, I have to admit, I am a stalker. Really? It's bad. Oh my God. How do you stalk? Okay. I used to stalk the likes. I used to wake up and just like go straight to its likes like it was the newspaper. Ooh. Yeah, like that was... You sound like somebody I know. Oh, no. You sound like somebody I know. That was like my newspaper in the morning. I get some coffee. I go through like his comments, because he would post actively and stuff. So we just see what's in here. You got a twin out there. I do. She gonna watch this too. Oh, hey twin. So she gets me. Like, you just want to, like you said, it's just in a different way. But I can't even talk about you for that, because I used to do the same thing. Exactly. I used to wake up like, okay, let me see. Right. What you talking about? It's kind of a part of your daily routine. Let me see if I got a trip today. No, for real. And then the following too. Like I'm all in those followings. I'm trying to see, who you follow, who just followed you. Like, I want to know all that. I mean, my case was a little different because I was messing with people who are like prank artists and stuff like that, and I hate that for me because
because you can never gauge like, okay, what's the real
because the K, you know what I'm saying, they come in, you know, whenever. So like, yeah, but when I was messing with regular niggas, my regular nigga days, I was definitely like all through and through that. Like, I just need to know because I want to walk into a room being so aware that nobody got no one up on me in secret. That's why I feel like if I ever get cheated on, oh my God, I feel like my life would be over. Just because it's like, wow, you really had my nigga and I didn't know.
So you never been in a situation where you caught somebody cheating on you?
No.
Ooh.
No, he actually broke up with me.
You still a baby.
Oh no!
You still a baby.
No. Honestly, people told themselves. Yeah. If you just allow them the space to be whoever they want to be, they'll be that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Back to the stalking culture though. So when you go through following and stuff too? Yeah. So walk me through your morning routine when you're trying to figure out some dirt on her.
It's not necessarily trying to figure out dirt.
Not dirt, but like you just.
It's just I'm just trying to, how I put it in my head. I'm trying to peep the vibes.
Okay.
What's the vibes today?
Yeah. And do you ever stop looking like through her accounts and stuff? Or
well,
is it like
now.
Everyday thing?
Now she don't got no accounts that I can look through. You think that's sneaky or what?
That is sneaky. Why doesn't she have any accounts?
Okay.
What do you mean she doesn't have any accounts that you can look through? Like, explain to me that. She doesn't have no social media?
Not no social media. I mean, because I don't be on TikTok, so.
Okay, so she has a TikTok?
Yeah, and you know, TikTok, you can't really.
Yes, you do. You need to be in those reposts.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You just put me on game.
Yeah.
But no, when she was on Twitter, yes, I was through there. But you said like, what was my routine with it? It was basically I wouldn't look through the following because
Twitter like kind of doesn't matter really.
Yeah, it don't matter. But I for sure look those likes, and then I'll just look for like red flags. I'll say like
in her thoughts.
I guess. I mean, because you know, people will like stuff on Twitter that they're like they like. I feel like
it alludes to them.
Yeah, like you kind of agree with it to like it.
Of course.
Or you can just find it funny or something, or you can just find it ridiculous.
No, that's 100% what I'm trying to say, and she said it for me, so I'm liking it. Like, yeah, exactly this.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like look through the likes like to have a problem. I just trying to gauge the vibes, basically.
Okay.
Gauge the vibes.
Dang. I'm about to review my likes to see what energy I was putting out there. I love that you can still see your
I'm so glad they took them likes away though.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad because that's gonna help so many people with mental health.
You're
like
right.
You don't even know.
You don't even know. How do you feel like it'll help their mental health?
Because if you're looking through somebody's likes and you're getting affected by what they like, that's already an issue within itself. Because this is not real life at the end of the day.
It's not.
Hey, I'll give you some context too.
Okay.
I was never like that. Like I would never look through a female likes. I would never do all that. But you know how I am on Twitter. So anytime I start to deal with somebody, like Twitter is always an issue. Like
because you're so vocal on Twitter.
I get my tweets sent to me like all the time.
Oh
like not no more, thank God. But like when I was really,
like tweeting and out there
in the trenches and shit. Yeah, I used to get my tweets sent to me all the time.
Oh my God. Okay, so I wanted to just ask because when I told you that I've never been cheated on before, you called me a baby, and that really hurt my love feelings.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a rite of passage.
Wait, what?
That's a rite of passage in the dating world. You got to get cheated on to know, know life.
Okay, I have had someone break up with me because they were interested in someone else. Like they were about to someone's been talking to someone else while they've been talking to me before.
Okay.
And that's made me almost want to kill myself.
Ooh.
So I feel like I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
So now that's why I'm more intentional now because I'm like, I can never go back to that.
No, but I'll say this. Temptation is everywhere. Yeah. And, people give in to temptation.
I know.
So, I mean, cheating for me is not a deal breaker.
Honestly. Oh, my God.
Yeah, cheating for me is not a deal breaker. I always say that and people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, it's not a deal breaker.
So if someone was with you for heck long and they were cheating on you for like half of that, that's not a deal breaker for you? If there's no other problems in the relationship?
It's only a deal breaker. Like my deal breakers are dishonesty, disloyalty. Like if you did all that and like you couldn't keep it real with me after either I asked or, like we had a conversation about it, then I'm just like, okay, well, I can't trust you. I can trust somebody that comes to me and be like, okay, I made a mistake. I gave in to temptation. Like, this is what it is. Like, you can either take it or leave it. But don't try to play on my intelligence. Don't try to manipulate me. Don't try to make it seem like you're all that and more, wifey material and all that, and you're doing shit on the side. Because I'm never trying to portray that to nobody.
Right. And that's fair. And I do believe that is such a fair thing to say. I just don't. Like, to say that cheating is not a deal breaker.
It's not.
And to say that you're big on, like, loyalty and trust, how does that's so contradicting.
Cheating.
Why are you laughing about this?
Because you didn't pour me more alcohol. But no, cheating to me is not a deal breaker at all. Like, cheating to me is like human nature, honestly.
Human nature.
It's human nature because
no, it's not.
Why don't you think that? I feel like certain people have like this perspective on life. Like, you feel like once you're with somebody, that person belongs to you, and I don't feel like that.
I don't think that's a fair thought at all, because you don't own anyone at all.
Okay.
So, but I still think that you do have to have a sense of loyalty when it comes to that person. Maybe because I'm such a person who is so big on loyalty, and I know that if I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, there's literally.
I mean, that's ideal.
I don't even care about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's ideal. Okay.
It is ideal.
Let me give you a scenario. Okay, what if you're with somebody, you committed to them, you think they committed to you, whatever, blah blah blah.
Okay.
So, okay, what if they just stop like wanting to have sex with you, and that's something that's important to you, and they just stop wanting to have sex? Like, are you not gonna look elsewhere for that? Okay,
and I think that is such a fair thing to say, because it's kind of like, if they're not communicating with you why they stopped having sex with you, why whatever is happening, then you have every right to be like, I'm good. You're not giving. I don't think every right. Let me not say every right, but I do think that you have a fair amount of being like, okay, I'm not really as invested as I wanted to be, as I once were prior. In hindsight, you're pretty much saying you just used me for sex, because we had connections in other ways, which is why we started having sex.
You know, it's a saying that I hate, but I'll, use it for this situation.
Okay, for the situation.
It's don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't
maintain.
So if you introduce somebody to a vibe and then you stop doing, everything you was doing to maintain that vibe without explanation, now I'm looking at you like, okay, what's going on? Like, it's fine that we're not having sex, but I need you to tell me, like,
just talk to me.
I need you to tell me, like, okay, I don't like having sex every day type shit. Like, that's not me. Or, it could be something else going on. Like, I don't feel my best. Like, tell me that. But like, if you just stop and, think everything's gonna be normal, like, I think everybody should do, what makes them happy at the end of the day. So,
yeah.
And I think communication too, like, plays a big part into it.
And making your partner feel comfortable enough to tell you the truth, and you also being able to believe the truth too. Because remember what I was saying earlier, when it comes to accepting the truth and believing the truth. If I'm telling you, hey, I'm really going through so much right now. My grandma just died. My friend just killed herself. I'm not mentally there to have sex with you right now.
Sure.
You're accepting it, yes, but you need to believe that I'm in it just like you. Like, okay, I'm horny too.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
And I've been in that situation too, where I've been in relationships where the girl didn't want to have sex no more, and I feel like.
Did you think she was? What did you think? Did you think she was cheating on you? Did you think it was something else? Did you think it was you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
I forgot why I even brung that up.
No, you were going somewhere. I'm sorry.
I was going somewhere with that, but I've definitely been in that situation.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, if nothing's being communicated, it's just like, where do we go from here?
What are we doing? That's fair. So you broke it off with her?
No.
Oh, you stayed with her?
Yeah, I stayed and cheated.
Oh.
But that's the old me. Like, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not. Sex is not everything to me. So, like, it used to be.
See, that's the thing too. Sex is everything to some people.
It is, for sure. And I was that type of nigga. Like, in my younger days, I'm like, oh, well, if we're not fucking, then I'm gonna go fuck somebody else. But now, like, you do shit like that because you don't have other hobbies, or you don't have other outlets to, like, release energy. So as I got older, I've, learned other ways to like release energy when I'm feeling.
And that's why I don't feel like you should break up with someone because they stop having sex with you.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
there's other ways that if we're together, there's a different way that we can connect outside of sex. Sex should just literally be the cherry on top of,
It's so many different ways of intimacy.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. I feel like I've just learned so much, and I'm like, wow, my whole eyes are open to this whole new dating world that I never knew was out there. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so bad.
I'm telling you, dating ain't shit until you get married, and I don't even want to get married either.
Oh wow, you don't want to get married?
No, but dating ain't shit until you get married in our society that we're in.
I was about to say, but even then, yeah, marriage is hard. Like people think that dating.
Marriage to me, in my opinion, I just feel like okay, you got a dummy that you can cheat on for the rest of your life.
Oh my God, you and this just thinking everybody cheats.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that because that sounds real cynical. But I don't think that.
You're gonna dump me you can cheat with forever. Like, wait, what? Like, there are people who don't cheat out there.
Now my trauma talking. No. I really don't want to get married because I feel like, honestly, if we love each other, like, that's just what it is. I feel like society and, government and, structure has kind of like brainwash people into thinking like, oh, you got to be married, you got to get on paperwork. And I'm saying like for I guess survival aspect of life and all your paperwork, like I guess okay, it's good to get married, but like marriage don't signify love to me.
I can totally see why you say that too, because I feel like especially like when you touching on society and everything, society has this whole perfect view of marriage that almost seems unachievable, to the point where it's like so much pressure on one party. Like there's so much pressure on males to provide. Obviously, they're supposed to be the providers and everything.
You think so?
I do. I believe that I am going to rely on you as a partner in ways that I'm not going to be able to achieve. Like, I'm a little sexist.
So you would never date a man that makes less than you?
That's not what I said.
Okay.
I would prefer not to.
I'm jumping again.
Trauma talking again. I prefer not to. I do prefer my man to be the breadwinner just so I can naturally give him that level of respect. Because it's kind of like, like obviously men value respect more than love. That's kind of in the Bible. Do you believe that? That men value respect more than love?
I can't say that I completely believe that, but I can see the argument for that.
Okay. That's how the men that I have had my dealings with have always craved respect more than love. I'm a natural lover or whatever, so I'm going to always give you that. But I definitely want my man to provide. And if I'm bringing in more weight, like I've helped a nigga who didn't have anything. And he left me once he got everything.
Damn.
I know, right? So I'm like, dang, like I pretty much built you from the ground up. So now I want to have that man just be like, okay, here's $500, just go do whatever for the house. It's like, okay, babe, like I got you. Like I want us to have different responsibilities, but I do expect you to be the,
When it comes to relationships and shit, for me, I don't have any expectations. Like on either side, like I don't have no expectations.
Okay, well I expect you to take the garbage out every Tuesday.
I know, but I feel like that's a woman thing. Like a lot of dudes that I talk to, like they don't. I don't know if that's us not knowing our worth. And I feel like I'm a nigga that know my worth, but when I go into situations, I don't expect anything. Like I don't expect you to cook every night. I don't expect you to clean every night. I don't expect you to, us to have sex every night. Like I don't expect things because once you start expecting shit, that's you opening yourself up to be disappointed. And it's just like, am I with you because you do this, and that? Or am I with you because I really fuck with you as a person?
Got it.
Like we can strip everything away. Like we can, live in a fucking car.
Right, we can be broke together.
That's what I'm saying. We can live in a car and still, crack up all night laughing. If it's not like that, then I don't want it. Like I don't want the expectation thing.
But you're in a way still expecting her to be there for you when you're down.
No, I'm expecting her to be herself and genuine. That's all I'm expecting.
Okay.
I'm new with this hair shit, so it be getting in my way.
No, I'm happy for you. Your long journey, what made you lock up? It's been a while, right?
I started in December 22.
Wow.
But yeah, my head was just getting too big.
I'm about to lock up.
For real?
July 17th.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know who's calling me right now. Why is someone calling me right now? It's always the unsaved numbers that be acting crazy. Like, why are you calling me? This is not business hours.
All my numbers unsaved.
Really? Is my number saved? No, huh?
No, I saved you.
Okay, I saved you. Yeah, because I saved you too. So when you meet someone at the club, like, do you give them your number or your?
Yeah, okay. For sure. I just don't save numbers until we years in.
Oh,
like I gotta know.
Years is so
I gotta know that okay, we locked in. But like if relationship is kind of fickle and kind of like I don't know where it's going, then yeah. Okay. Or if I had your number saved before, like you did some shit that I was just like,
right, you're not saving it again.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, delete.
Real talk, I feel that. Dang, we have so much stuff to talk about when you come back.
I know.
Like, I can't wait for you to come back already. I'm like,
sure.
Wow. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Scraps, thanks so much for joining us
Appreciate
today.
you. This is my first podcast, man. I thought about going Cat Williams, but I'm like, I'm gonna say that one.
No, you gotta come back. You gotta introduce yourself to them. Let them get a feel of how you are, and then definitely come back and Cat Williams.
We gotta get some more background info.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even born in California, so.
Where were you born?
Mississippi.
Oh my God! Why are you coming to the? How you let me running down here? I'm not even from around here. Okay, y'all, we need to get it together, everybody. We got this 69 God over here running Twitter, like claiming Richmond.
I'm crying. You're hella funny.
Guys, Scrap, thanks so much for joining us
Appreciate
today.
you though, for real.
No, it's been so much fun, and I love having conversation with you, and I can't wait to see everything that I learned, honestly. I know I'm going to learn so much more because I've already learned that. I'm in for a big heartbreak, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Go On, I'm Listening. I am your host, Taty, and as always, I will see y'all next week. Bye.